MJ, the most toxic woman that ever was.
Will you marry me?
I already expressed my love for Spider-Man in my previous video. But what I didn't tell y'all is there's one
Yo.
character from the Spider-Verse that I absolutely despise. Solely because of how much they put Peter Parker through. It's not any diabolical evildoers like Green Goblin, Carnage, or worst of all, The Wall. But possibly worse, Mary Jane Watson from the 2002 Spider-Man movie. You're probably wondering why? Why? What did she do that could be so bad? Well, I'm gonna show you. I'm going to go through every toxic and manipulative thing she did to Peter Parker. And not just him either, but all the men she was with. And by the end of this video, you'll finally understand.
Yo, she wrecked our boys, I ain't gonna lie. MJ was supposed to be the sweetheart, but she always kind of turned a little bit sour. You know, Black Cat was supposed to be the bad one, you know? Yeah. We all liked MJ when we were kids. It's like, oh man, that's a woman right there. And then we were like, okay, something's not right here. But you know, we were too young to understand something's not right here. Then Black Cat appeared and it was over.
And why she's the most toxic woman ever.
Treat me like what is. Don't get me dirty. Love on me.
Oh boy, yeah.
First, I'm gonna start it off with the original Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man 1. You would expect this, being the first movie, for it to be a little more calm, but no.
Bully,
She's a bad person.
please.
So first thing we see from her is that she stops the bus for Peter. You know, very nice act, you know, selfless act. And you realize she's dating the bully. And that pretty much negates any act of kindness she does for Peter or anybody else who gets bullied by him. And it's like, oh, maybe she doesn't know. No, she knows. He does it right in front of her, and she doesn't care. You think a little, Flash, stop, it's gonna do anything? Then after Peter gets his powers, we find out she doesn't have the best of dads, so makes total sense now. And Peter, being the good guy that he is, you know, he just tries to chop it up with her to cheer her up a little. And it was working too. I mean, look at the face. You could tell she was falling in love.
I gotta go.
Gotta go.
Or not. And eventually she breaks up with Flash on graduation day of too, which is yo, that's ruthless. That's like equivalent to telling your grandma she has cancer on her birthday. That's foul. But I can't lie, that's not the worst thing she's even done yet. Then
I mean, you know, fair game.
she gets with Peter's best friend Harry. But him getting with MJ was probably the worst decision he made, because she does not care about him at all. The first thing she does is let Peter know that she's dating his best friend. And then she tells Peter, we should go out for lunch sometime. Don't tell Harry. Okay.
Yo, that's like probably the best part. It's like, she's with every wrong dude ever possible, but at the same time, you know, she's doing the classic wink wink, you know? Oh, maybe something in the life changes. Just wait for me, honey bunny. Oh, that's just fire. Absolutely great.
He kinda really sus, but it's not cheap.
Accidents
I don't
happen.
think people realize how messed up this kiss is.
I don't think people realize those are some fine pairs right there. You know what I'm saying?
People realize how messed up this kiss is. Okay, so one, she doesn't know the dude, so she doesn't know it's Peter. So as a viewer, you shouldn't feel happy for Peter. She thinks she's
Wait, in the cartoon, she fell in love with Spider-Man also while being with Peter. And pretty much the same thing happened. It's great.
kissing some other dude. Two, she's cheating on Harry. And three, she doesn't know the dude. Again,
Yeah.
that's nasty. And this is all to say thank you because he saved her once? You're telling me the homeless dude I gave money to yesterday should be trying to make out with me just because I gave him $1? And the worst part of
No, he should be trying to make out with you because he's probably hooked on some kind of substance. Most likely fentanyl. It's America.
about this is that right before this, she was still flirting with Peter, so it seemed like she was gonna cheat regardless. Peter asked how her and Harry were doing. She said, why so interested? Like, and the most messed up part,
Because she's wet like a waterfall constantly, it seems like. She just needs it.
is there is not an ounce of remorse in her face. We don't get to see her reflecting on her actions. If anything, she's open about how much she loves Spider-Man. She was on the phone with Harry talking about,
Don't let the bed bugs.
like, Harry did not catch a break. Next thing that happened is that he walked in on Peter pretty much risen up his girl. And again, I gotta backtrack. Mary Jane came talking to Peter.
Bro, he also looks like he looks like he was caught. He looks like he was caught. Oh no, this is bad. And she's like, oh yeah.
to Peter, who she knows for sure at this point. If she doesn't know, who she knows for sure likes her. She came to him to talk about how much she loves Spider-Man while still dating Harry. And look how happy she is to talk about this. Like,
Obviously.
what's wrong with you? Like, I'm glad Goblin kidnapped her because she deserved at least a little bit of bad karma for this. I don't even know how she survived this whole situation. Her forearm strength must be insane. Look at that catch. Look at it.
Bruh.
At the end of the first movie, when her and Harry are broken up, she decides the best place for her to confess her feelings to Peter is at Harry's dad's funeral. Wow. Standing ovation. We're off to an
Nice.
amazing start. So at the end of the first
Nice.
movie, after Mary Jane confessed her feelings to Peter, he pretty much told her, I gotta do my own thing since I'm Spider-Man, but you don't know that, so I just gotta do my own thing. So the first time we see her is at Peter's birthday party with her, Harry, and Peter, which is like probably so awkward. I don't think I'd be able to do it. And Mary Jane starts this movie off hot. I cannot hold you. This is the most toxic she's ever been. So first thing she does is go up to Peter and try forcing him to confess that he loves her. She was busting out all the stops, the face touch, the eye contact, and she almost got him too. She had my boy Peter saying,
Oh boy, yeah.
MK Ultra levels of manipulation. But Peter held it down and did.
Bruh, Bully is immune to this stuff, okay? He knows what's up. He knows that he needs to put some dirt in her eye. It's gonna be fine at the end, I believe.
Didn't say a word. He didn't confess any feeling. And I know this got her tight. Look at her face. And right after, she does one of the most petty things I've ever seen in cinema history. She immediately walks away and says, by the
Fuck
way,
you.
I'm seeing somebody. And just sits there and waits for my boy Peter's reaction. Do you know how messed up that is? Like, let that happen to me. I might just
I woke up Chris Breezy.
So in this movie, Mary Jane's an actress, so, you know, she has plays and stuff. And she really wanted Peter to go to hers. But, you know, Spider-Man stuff comes up, and Peter wasn't able to make it. And MJ, well, she took this to the heart. Because next time she sees Peter, you know what happens? She agrees to get married to the dude just to get back at Peter. You know how messed up this is to Peter?
Wait, did she actually just like... He proposed to her in this scene, I remember. He proposed, and then she saw him, and she's like, yeah, I'm taking it now. That's great.
I got Peter. You know how messed up this is to Peter and to the guy she's with? He's just an innocent bystander who's getting in the way. Like, she's just using the man. There's that scene.
She's more messed up than Spider-Man and Elsa videos.
Where she tells him to lay a certain way so she could kiss him and pretend like she's kissing Spider-Man. Pretty much confirming that she's still
true.
thinking about Spider-Man and Peter while with this dude. Then later in the movie, she's telling Peter again, you love me. Just say it. You love me. And when Peter tells her no, she's like, kiss me. Go ahead. Kiss
Oh,
me.
damn.
Mind you, she's still
Wait,
engaged to
did
the
that
dude.
happen?
The ring is literally right there. They show it in the shot.
Wait, I don't remember this part. Did that actually happen? Did she just like literally, yeah, I'm engaged, but you know, kiss me anyway? Whoa! I did not remember that part.
Then she gets kidnapped again, and after Peter comes to save her and he convinces Doc Ock that he's good again and all this stuff, the whole place starts collapsing on them, and Peter's holding it up by himself, the whole place, and she's under him, and she has the audacity to say, you do love me. Get out the way! And at the end of the movie, after they do all this lovey-dovey, confess love stuff, she does one of the most messed up things I've seen in my life. So
Let's
at this
go.
point, we know the guy she's married to, Jameson, she doesn't love him. We know that. She's in love with Peter. So a normal person would call off the wedding and just get with Peter. But Mary Jane, since she's an actress and she wants to be in this fantasy world where she gets to be dramatic as hell and all this stuff, she waits to the day of their wedding and then just runs away to Peter, probably leaving the dude with years and years, and I'm talking years of emotional damage. Like, that man is
Good
DTB for
stuff.
life. He ain't trusting no one. And by the end of this movie, she confesses to Peter again, and she pretty much says they'll be together no matter what. Him being Spider-Man, him being Peter Parker, it doesn't matter. They're gonna get through it all together. And if you watch the third movie, you know that's cap. From a cinematic standpoint and from the Mary Jane standpoint, this is probably the worst one. Still my favorite though. So at the beginning of this movie, Mary Jane's still an actress, but now she's like big, like Lizzo, fame-wise. And her and Peter are truly in love now. Like, nothing could go wrong. Peter was even ready to get engaged and everything. But then, you know, it's Mary Jane, so nothing could ever be normal in a relationship. She gets fired, which wasn't her fault, okay? That's normal. But normally people who get fired don't start to envy their partner, because that's exactly what Mary Jane does. She starts to get mad at Peter for being Spider-Man, when in the last movie, she literally just accepted that he was Spider-Man and there are things that come with being Spider-Man. So now she's jealous.
There's nothing that turns to hate faster than love, though, so you know, this is at least on brand for life.
But let me slow down. I'm not gonna act like Mary Jane is all bad, cause Peter Peter was tweaking in this movie. He really kissed Gwen Stacy in a crowd full of people.
I mean, I would also kiss Gwen Stacy in literally, like, a crowd of people or absolutely anywhere without any hesitation, regret, or remorse. Damn, my grandma could be right there next dying in her funeral, but I wouldn't let those lips slip by, boy.
Knowing his girlfriend is right there. Like, he just said bye to her a second ago and he still kissed her in front of everyone. And I thought he would apologize. I honestly did, but he just said, oh, that's just a girl from class. This man is the worst gaslighter on the planet. Mary Jane is still an L though, because when she was mad at Peter, she had the audacity to tell him that's our kiss, when she was doing the same thing in the last movie with her fiance.
True.
Mary Jane eventually actually forgives Peter, not being petty at all. She comes to him saying she wants to be there for him and she knows he made a mistake and she forgives him. And like I said, Peter was tweaking this movie. He literally hits her with a, okay, I don't need your help. And since Peter was being so rude to Mary Jane, she thought that the only way to get back at him was to go back to her old ways. So she cheats on him with Harry.
Nice.
Woke up Chris Breezy.
I would say I didn't see this coming, but she cheats on someone in every single Spider-Man movie. She is literally 3 for 3. So then now Peter comes to apologize to her. This is so toxic. He starts saying he loves her and she's like, no, we can't be together. No, no, no.
There's someone else. I've fallen in love with someone else.
Damn. Wait, with who? Oh, the guy previously?
I woke up Chris.
But it turns out it was Harry who was behind it all and he just wanted to demoralize Peter. But she did actually cheat though. That was real. So now to get back at MJ, yo, this back and forth.
Nice.
Peter takes Gwen Stacy to the bar.
I understand. I respect this decision.
MJ works and just starts dancing with her. Definitely the most cringe sequence in the movie. Gwen Stacy honestly deserves so much better in every single movie. If it's not her back getting broken or her best friend dying,
Yeah, that's kind of
it's
a little
this.
bit
And I know I made that Chris Breezy joke.
I mean, it happens.
But Peter actually slaps her.
Oh no.
Eventually, again, Mary Jane gets kidnapped. And again, she saves herself. I'm telling you all that forearm strength. And both of her exes team up to stop the villains. Harry
That's
dies.
fine.
Well, I guess she chose the right one. So the movie ends with Peter and MJ, I guess, forgiving each other or something. I don't know. It's pretty vague. They just kind of hold hands and smile at each other. And I could presume they lived happily ever after. As y'all can see, though, the 2002...
Hey, better love story than Twilight. Better love story also than anything that Disney has produced in the last 5 years, but you know, that's fine.
MJ is clearly the most toxic woman ever, but it's not just her. All Mary Janes are like this. There's a 1994 MJ. She was crazy. She literally jumped off a building so Peter...
Bruh. I remember this part.
Could prove that he loved her. And then there was that one time she got sent to another dimension and she eventually came back, but it turned out that wasn't her. That was
Oh,
her mom,
yeah.
which makes sense because the bitch wasn't crazy. The real MJ actually got remarried in the other dimension to a dude named Paul and forgot about Peter Parker. Then there's the new MJ, Zendaya, who I wasn't gonna mention at all, but as I was recording this video, the trailer for her new movie came out, and clearly she's the worst one of all. I really thought she was super innocent, but no, she was getting tag teamed in that trailer. Mary Jane being a thought has
Split roasted, dude.
to be a canon event. My condolences go out to Tom Holland. As I said earlier though, MJ is the most toxic woman in the universe. My fellas watching this, try to avoid women like this, because even if you give them the world,
Why? It's fun. Until it's not.
the second they go to another dimension, they'll leave you for a guy named Paul. And moral of the story,
I mean, if it's going the wrong way, it's not really a bad thing that she accidentally gets sent to another dimension. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would kind of want that in real life. Oh, something's going wrong? To the Shadow Realm with you, okay? You can date Paul in the Shadow Realm, I don't care. No one's coming back from the Shadow Realm. Absolutely 10 out of 10, bruh, by the way. Oh, Derek FDB. Bravo. Bravo, good sir. 10 out of 10. Oh, and there's a classic DBZ video. 10 out of 10. Wait a minute. Yellow Frieza has Infinity out of 10? Jamemba is 5. Yeah, Jamemba 5 out of 10 makes sense. Broly is an 8 out of 10? Dude. I don't know. Someone's questionable. Anyway, this was Quizzer Sid said. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. Have a nice day. Bye bye.